Well, I mean, do you think we're under communicating in today's dating culture?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, 100%.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
think that communicating boundaries it sets an like expectations are difficult,
Yeah.
right? Because it requires us to not only set a standard for who we're with, but also be willing to have a standard set for ourselves.
Well, what makes it so hard to have those conversations with somebody else?
Well, I think that's a whole different I think that's a whole nother conversation. But I don't know.
What makes it so difficult to have that conversation of
Of
what
like
exactly?
expectations, like,
Mm,
what are your expectations for this relationship? Like that conversation.
oh, that conversation?
Yeah, like why is it so difficult to have that
Is
conversation?
it scary to like talk about the future?
I think fear has to be a part of it. And
Fear.
I think fear of maybe disrupting the relationship or the friendship, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember this one friend, quite frankly, we're on this one trip and we basically just went in circles and loops of like conflict over and over again, like back and forth, back and forth. And I was like, man, I'm trying to talk to you and communicate about like the honesty and truth about where I'm coming from as far as boundaries and expectations.
Oh, really?
But you don't necessarily like over communicate it in the way that I need it necessarily. And why I'm laughing is because, it may or may not have been Anthony.
I was like, wait,
Not to
Yeah.
name drop this person's name, but
oh, was that?
No,
was that-
it was when we went camping. Yeah.
but let me be completely clear with that. The conversation of conclusion that we've got in self-reflection was one of clarity and understanding that those expectations need to be addressed and understanding the relationship dynamic of what those expectations can bring. And then of course, knowing uniquely the personality of that person. Because then it just starts to kind of puzzle its way in and it starts to make sense why people are the way they are, but also communicate and over communicate the way that they do. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it's great to recognize like, wow, you've beautifully been made this way. But it's being able to understand and acclimate now to who you are as a person. I mean, and I think that's what friends do. They grow alongside each other and they help build each other up. And then when we talk about dating, I think that person, that partner pushes you to become not only a better person, but closer to Jesus Christ.